When the HOA dug up his field without permission, they thought they were just enforcing rules, but they didn't realize they'd crossed the man who controlled the very water, keeping their lawns alive. In the quiet town of Brookdale, 58-year-old Tom Hargrove, a long-bearded farmer with kind eyes and sunburnt skin, lived at the edge of the HOA boundary. He wasn't rich, but his land, 20 acres of golden fields and a well-fed irrigation system, was his pride. The HOA, led by Karen Wells, a 50-year-old woman with a tight bun and a tighter temper, always had something to say about Tom's unsightly farm equipment near her community's perfect picket fences. One hot afternoon, Tom returned from town to find chaos. His field had been dug up by bulldozers, pipes ripped out like veins. Water gushed from broken lines, flooding the soil. Karen stood nearby, sunglasses on, clipboard in hand. Karen, coldly, "You were warned." Tom, "Those pipes were too close to HOA property. We need clean aesthetics for our new walking trail." Tom's jaw tightened. "Those pipes feed your sprinklers, Karen. That water keeps your lawns green." But she just smirked. "Then I guess you'll have to figure something else out." That night, Tom sat alone on his porch, staring at the damage. His calloused hands trembled, not from anger, but from heartbreak. His late wife had helped him lay those pipes years ago. Every inch of that system held memories. But grief soon turned to quiet determination. At dawn, Tom went to his control shed. The HOA had forgotten one thing: the main irrigation valve that supplied water to the entire neighborhood was on his land. He shut it off. Within 24 hours, lawns withered. The golf course turned brown, HO gardens drooped, and Karen's prized roses shriveled under the sun. By the third day, the HOA panicked. Sprinklers hissed dry air. Karen stormed toward Tom's gate, her high heels sinking in the cracked dirt. Karen yelling, "You can't do this! We pay for that water!" Tom, calmly, "You paid to dig it up. Now you can pay to fix it." The townsfolk began whispering. Even HOA members started turning on Karen. She'd humiliated the man who fed their community, the one who had shared his crops during droughts, who never asked for credit. Finally, after a town meeting filled with red faces and angry voices, the HOA voted to restore Tom's pipes and publicly apologize. When they asked if he'd turn the water back on, Tom smiled slightly. "Once the land's respected again, the water will flow." He turned the valve slowly. Water rushed back through the pipes, spraying over the parched earth, a quiet symbol of justice. Karen stood silently, guilt softening her face. In a world where pride runs deep, sometimes it takes a humble farmer to remind everyone who really keeps things growing. Respect the hands that feed you and the ones that water your roots. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more.